The 10 accused persons were arrested in 2019 and have been on trial since then for allegedly attempting to destabilize the country. They include ACP Benjamin Agojo, a senior police officer, Dr. Mark Palm, a medical practitioner, Colonel Samuel Kojo Gameli, some other officers of the Ghana Armed Forces, and a blacksmith known as Donya Kafui, who was allegedly contracted to make weapons for the exercise. The 10 were charged with crimes of committing treason felony and conspiracy to commit treason felony. A jury was selected in the beginning of 2021 for the case, but the Attorney General entered a nolle prosequi in the matter. The accused were rearrested and charges against them were revised.
The Attorney General's power over the conduct and control of all criminal prosecutions is unfettered, and the Supreme Court has stated so clearly. Of course, that does not suggest that the Attorney General will be exercising his or her discretion at any point in time unjustifiably. So, in exercise of the powers of the Attorney General to control criminal proceedings and in exercise of my discretion pursuant thereto, I discontinued the earlier criminal matter. So the earlier criminal matter is not pending. They have been properly arraigned before the court for the offence of high treason.
The accused persons were on bail on varying conditions while the trial continued, but they were rearrested on Friday after they were invited to the offices of the National Investigative Bureau for a meeting. Lawyers of the accused say they were taken by surprise by the turn of events.
Yesterday we were surprised. We were invited by the BNI to, with our clients for a meeting. And then later on we were informed that the BNI that the charge was being substituted and that a nolle prosequi had already been filed in the court. We were quite surprised.
But Attorney General Godfrey Dame justified the decision to change the charge from treason felony to high treason. He recounted in court how the accused persons took deliberate steps to topple the government. He revealed that there were deliberations on whether the president should be killed or not, how the president will announce his overthrow, and plans to jam all media channels. He indicated how they arranged for the production of weapons and later tested them at the Teshi military range. According to Mr. Dame, the actions of the accused merit the charges of high treason, conspiracy to commit high treason, and abetment of high treason.
And we think that the offence of high treason clearly fits the acts that they committed. We all heard the facts that I read out in court. It indicates that the accused persons engaged in very systematic deliberation. They manufactured certain explosives. In fact, they met before. They acted in consent over a period of time to overthrow the government of the Republic of Ghana. They discussed means of killing the president or discussed whether the president ought to be killed or not to be killed. They actually set out to plan how the president will announce his own overthrow, and in furtherance of that endeavor, they actually set out to manufacture various explosives and weapons. They tested those weapons at a Teshi military range. So you saw clear physical acts on their part, pursuant to their plan. And the Constitution is quite clear, Article 3, Clause 3, Paragraph A, that if a person, whether acting by himself or in concert with others, sets out to overthrow the government of Ghana or aids in such an endeavor or attempts such an endeavor, it's an offense. And that offense is the offense of high treason. So clearly the offense is properly laid against the accused persons. And I do not think you heard any of the counsel for the accused persons raise any query about the propriety of the charges that had been preferred against them today.
8 of them pleaded not guilty to the charges of high treason and conspiracy to commit high treason. ACP Benjamin Agojo and Colonel Samuel Kojo Gameli, accused of abetting the crime, pleaded not guilty to the charge of abetment to commit high treason. Lawyers of the accused prayed the court to grant their clients bail. The Attorney General, who did not oppose the application, urged the court to apply severe conditions considering the severity of the charges.
Well, regarding the terms of bail, well, I was one who indicated that I was not opposed to a grant of bail. And that is because I have taken account of all the relevant factors, the fact that they were on bail in the previous trial. And I think that other measures can be put in place to secure the attendance at their trial, which of course will definitely require that their passport should be seized and all.
The bench, presided over by her ladyship Ifiasewa Asari Boche, granted the bail application for 8 of them to the tune of 2 million Ghana cedis each, with 2 sureties to be justified. ACP Benjamin Agojo and Colonel Samuel Kojo Gamali were granted bail to the tune of 1 million Ghana cedis each, with 2 sureties to be justified. The 10 are expected to report to the Director of National Investigation Bureau twice every week and leave their passports with the Bureau. A lawyer for some of the accused persons pleaded with the court to review their conditions, but that was declined. Family members of the accused were at the High Court to support their relatives. After proceedings, they took steps together with the lawyers to meet the bail conditions.
We are still on it. The bail conditions were a little higher than the previous bail conditions, but then we will see what we can do about the bail conditions.
Sources close to the accused have however revealed that the bail conditions are yet to be met. There are fears the accused may spend the weekend in police custody despite the bail. This is because the order that the sureties be justified poses a challenge to the accused. Both prosecution and lawyers for the accused were grateful to the Chief Justice for making it possible for a bench to hear the matter on a weekend in line with the new 48-hour rule on detaining accused persons.
The judiciary has actually done a very commendable thing today. The Chief Justice, in exercise of his powers under the Constitution, has convened the court on a Saturday to consider the matter relating to bail. So it's a golden age of human rights, the golden age of respect for human rights. The government, the judiciary, and all organs of government are committed to ensuring respect for human rights.
We are very grateful to the Chief Justice. This is a practical example of the 48-hour rule that was decided by the former Chief Justice, Justice Kufu, on December 2019.
The case has been adjourned to May 25, 2021 for case management conference. The prosecution in this particular case have been asked to file their disclosures by May 17, 2021. For the Attorney General, it was important for the charges against these persons to be revised because of the gravity of the offense they allegedly intended to commit or committed. Reporting for Citi News, Hansen Ajiman.